Okay, so now we're going to do our next step. We're going to attach some more components to our printed circuit board, and what we're going to do is we're going to attach our battery snap, and that's for our 9-volt battery, and we're going to attach our buzzer. So again, looking at our diagram and turning our printed circuit board around the right way, we can see that our battery snap has to go into these two holes here. And be careful, make sure you get the red wire and the black wire in the right place, because if you get them mixed up, it won't work. So the red wire on the diagram shows you where the red wire goes. Put the end of the wire in and just bend it over, and then we'll solder that in place straight away. It's not a very long wire, so let's solder it in place right away before it falls out of the hole for us. It is a little bit fiddly, you might not see it from the camera. Again, and there we go. That looks like a pretty good soldering job. Again, you won't be doing this as quickly, it might take you a bit of practice. And that's my red wire in place, and then I put my black wire, just double check and make sure I've got this right. Yep. My black wire goes in there, bend it over and solder it in place. Just fix up this one a little bit because I've got a bit of a gap in the red wire. Perfect. That's my battery snap. Then I have to do my buzzer. Same thing, spin it around, make sure I'm getting them in the right place. Put my red wire through here. It's easier doing one at a time, one wire at a time and soldering it, because you keep checking it when you do the next one. If you've made a mistake, you haven't soldered the whole thing together and have to pull it all apart. By the way, if you do actually have to pull it apart, it's quite easy to do. You just get the soldering iron, heat up the solder until it melts, and while it's melted, just pull the wire out of the hole. So if you do get it in the wrong place, it's not a disaster. Don't have to panic, we can fix it. And you won't be the first student who will have got it in the wrong place, and we fix them all and they all end up working. Clean my soldering iron. Double check it now. Yep, that's where my black wire goes. Pop it in the hole, bend it over, and let's solder this in place. That's it. My battery snap and my buzzer are now soldered in place. Do be careful with this. You don't want to move it around too much, because if you move these wires back and forward too many times, that will snap. Okay, they are quite fragile. So when you're handling this, just handle it reasonably gentle. Okay, thank you.